Okay, really strong minion opener here. I like this. It's against an indecent banana. I think we've all been there.
By blood, be born again.
Yeah, everybody thinks I'm short. I don't know why, but it is funny to me how short everybody thinks I am. It's something about the camera or my dwarfen looks or something. I look like a stereotypical fantasy dwarf, but I'm pretty tall. I'm just large in general. Like I'm large. Just like big across the board. Okay, that's looking good. We got some nice Libram discounts. Good reload, still some good pressure minions on board as well. I'm feeling good about where we're at. I mean, this is a pretty nasty minion for Priest in a lot of cases. Okay, his stolen Librams are getting better all of a sudden. Bronze Explorer versus Aldor, Libram. No, that's not really very good, is it? We could go Murger, Aldor as well, but the Murger's a little bit susceptible to the board. I think we do just stick the bronze for now. Not in a huge hurry yet on the Librams. Turn 6, we might need this. We have the good 5. We have a good 7. I think we've certainly got a good 4 somewhere in there. I don't really need the evasive Fey Wing that I can see. I'm going to continue managing face pressure. This isn't necessarily a deck that wants to go face a ton, but it can. It can create a lot of pressure via Librams, right? Just buffing stuff, and there's a lot of weapons in this deck as well. Double Underlight Angling Rod and double Lightforge Zealot. So I think it would be silly to ignore face opportunities. Right now, we kind of have this thing where he wants to trade in my minions anyway, so let's let him do that. The only downside of a Murger right now is Shadow Madness stealing it. I really don't want my Murger getting stolen. I want to wait until he already uses the Shadow Madness before I commit that. Cobalt Spellikin's pretty bad in Paladin. It's a bunch of garbage secrets. Bronze Herald's a good reload, but I think I'm actually going to take the Ysera here. Gives me a little bit more late game options. Like, this deck can play late. Can be a Nightmare minion for Priest. It's certainly not as bad as it used to be. Time Rip and stuff is a possibility. But so yeah, I guess I'm actually just going to take the Ysera. Let's do it. And then hopefully he Shadow Madness is one of these, so that I feel safe with McGregor. Because right now he has minions on board. I may also play McGregor if he doesn't have minions on board, so that it's harder for him to pop the Divine Shield. But I think one of those two situations has to happen before I feel good about McGregor. Would you call yourself thick? I would never call myself thick because I'm not a hoodlum. But I'm sure that I would be classified as thick by people who use the phrase thick, yes. I'm not a hoodlum. I love it. Why are you not playing in competitive tournaments? There was like 1 month where I thought I might want to try competitive stuff. This might have even been before streaming. And I like looked up like open tournaments and stuff, and I started with it and I just hated it. I never really looked back. I've never thought about it since. Do we put this in because we want it to die? No, we don't really want it to die, so no. We could put Murger in because we want it to die, but then I'm playing on a weird curve and I don't really want that. And that's pretty unlikely anyway, so let's just go here. One of these two died. Okay, that's actually probably the best roll, right? Still gonna go face. Oh, this actually becomes a pretty good Shadow Madness target for him now. Is that something I'm worried about? I want to get a little bit more value first. No, again, it's probably okay. I'd be fine with Murger being safe that way. Gandalf the Fabulous with a tier 1 sub. Thanks, Gandalf, dude. It's amazing. That's amazing. That's really nice. I need those tier 1 subs, so thank you, man. As far as competitive Hearthstone is concerned, I don't know if I'd be good enough, first off, right? Like, that's challenge number 1. But even beyond that, the expected value of being a competitive Hearthstone player is actually really low. It's really hard to turn that into a career. You have to be, you know, one of the best 10 or 15 in the world to turn it into a career, and even then your expected value is pretty low. I think the expected value of streaming and having fun and entertaining is notably higher, and it's just what I like. So between those two, it was a pretty easy calculation. I have way more fun doing this, just goofing off and playing weird stuff, than tryharding all the time. Like, I can't imagine grinding a tier 1 deck all day for 8 hours a day on stream. Or even multiple tier 1 decks, you know. But having that limited sort of scope of what you're playing with, I think it would drive me crazy. So I certainly respect it. It's an insane amount of hustle and dedication, but I don't think I would enjoy it. So 10, 14 damage, right? No, not 10. What am I saying? 6. That's not math. That's not how you math. 6 and 4 is 10 damage right now. We're setting up for 14 damage over a couple turns. I could go Light Force Crusader. I would end up burning a card as it currently stands. I think we'll pivot. He has not shown the Shadow Madness on the McGregor. At this stage, frankly, we're so close to ending the game. If he does go for that, I think that we'll be happy because this is the big mana commitment, and I'm like smacking face real hard. Doesn't matter. He does have it though again with the minion trade and then Shadow Madness, but again, at this stage, who cares? The game is ending. So, oh my God, the discounted Libram of Hope. I'm not even mad, dude. That's amazing. Not even mad. That definitely shuts me out, by the way. Interesting. Not taking a value trade. Taking as much damage out of play as possible, which I think I like that decision. That makes sense to me. Is this lethal? Let's see. Trade. Consecration. Hit 6. We have 6 to the face. That's 8. So no, not quite lethal. Get a little extra here, I guess, huh? This has 1 buff on it. So 7 to the face, maybe? Do we do it anyway, though? For lack of anything else to do. Light Force Crusader could give you like a humility that helps me deal with this guy, but that's not really good. Yeah, we just have the one Libram to improve trades. It's really not worth much. Or do damage or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Light Forged here just to redevelop since we don't have a lethal. It doesn't seem like the right consecration. It's not a bad consecration for sure, but it definitely doesn't feel like the right one. Oh my God, if only we had this. Do we want to Libram for trades? No. It's okay. We'll just use this good face for now. Could have traded these in, I guess, instead of that. Maybe that's actually better. Popping the Divine Shield here, though, maybe it probably is better because he has the 1/1 anyway. If he didn't have the 1/1, I think it'd be better to preserve this Divine Shield. But he does have the 1/1. So yeah, we probably should have traded these in. We would have gotten 1 extra face damage. I'd have a 5/3 on board. That's actually okay because they're still just a 7/7. I don't care at all about the Master Spell. Oh. Well. This is not a lethal, sadly. This is not active. So we're looking at 3 damage. We're looking at 5 damage. If this hits Underlight Angling Rod or Light Forged Crusader, I have a lethal out. Consecration's not lethal. It's a little off on mana. We were just 1 off with double concentration, but I can't do all that. All right, Libram of Hope it is, right? We just want more. Yeah, 1 mana, 1 damage, however you break it down. Let's actually just go here. It's very unlikely to matter that
Not on my watch.
that has 1 extra health, but you never know. You never know. And I don't really need the health. We're not anticipating needing it. Plus, I just have more healing in hand as needed, so Holy Light or whatever. I like the Divine Shields here against Soul Mirror. That protects most of my board against Soul Mirror. Mind Control. Okay, so Equality here just answers this. Okay. I could also just double Consecration for fun, I guess. It's more fun. All right, so that felt good. Eat it, Priest. That appeared to be a Highlander Gallicon Priest, by the way. Hard running Mind Control. That's crazy. Okay, we've been fighting a lot of Priest today. I find it odd how much Priest we've seen. Priest is not a particularly high tier deck right now, but it seemingly is all we're finding, which it's been good for us so far, so I don't mind. Priest has been a great matchup. Let's get the Murger down early so that we don't have to worry about the Shadow Madness garbage later. I don't want to lose my beautiful Murger Prime. I love how he just like kind of floats in on a bubble. That's a cute animation I never noticed. It's really good. Penance, okay, sure. Oh my God, is he planning to Shadow Madness that already? That Penance is real shady, right? I mean, why would you Penance that? Unless you're planning to steal it and use it against me. But here's the thing, right? Like, I can't hold anyway. I have to go. I can't afford to just sit and wait. It sucks. He's gonna Shadow Madness, which is exactly what I didn't want. But he's going to. But at least this doesn't die to the Shadow Madness, so we get to push a little more pressure through. That's nice. God. I've never seen a harder tell in my life than that penance. The hardest tell on earth. But you know, that's one of those plays that was like kind of a sneaky play, but I don't know if that was actually that good of a play, right? It's like he gave up 3 health and removal, and he really only killed a 2/1. I mean, if you presume I'm gonna draw the Murger later, and it's gonna matter, like, yes, you killed that board of Murger stuff. You killed that Divine Shield Murloc board later, I guess. But is the game even gonna get that far? Is that gonna be what matters, right? Maybe that's just sneakier than good. Feels like one of those sneaky plays that maybe was bad. Although, man, he's still keeping up pretty well right now, so maybe he knew his hand supported it. Jeremy.
For justice.
All right. Normally I wouldn't clear this minion, but I have another weapon, so I know I'm getting more damage outs. I know I can stretch the game a little more to the mid game thanks to the Lightforged Crusader. Fine to just play for board a little bit right now. All right. I think that's a fine time rip. It doesn't feel that oppressive right now. End of it all is amazing. Consecration we can figure out. Yeah, 5 attacks, fine, whatever. Alright. 8 damage on board. 5 in hand is 13. We also have a really good Lightforged Crusader next turn, probably. Would be a weird scenario where we don't. Because he's either going to spend mana resolving this board or developing stuff that I can either ignore or just trade into. But regardless, this should be pretty well stabilized since we're ahead, which is nice. Yeah, big mana commitment on a 5/4. I like that. I do wish this were free right now. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage, guys. And I have the Underlight Angling Rod to back it up. I think I'm gonna go here.
I feel bad for you.
The thing is, my hand was a little too full for the Crusader, right? I would have burned a card. And this still sets up an insane amount of damage that he has to react to. He has a decent Soul Mirror, I guess. It leaves me with, what, 3/7 damage? So I wouldn't have lethal. I'd be a little bit off lethal with Consecration.
We are all bound.
Fate Weaver Breath is pretty solid too, I guess. Oh, Veil Weaver, okay. Shadow Madness again. Oh my god, these Shadow Madnesses, dude. Brutal every time. Oh my god, I can't beat Shadow Madness. So I have 6 damage on board. Consecration's 8. He's at 10. Tough. Circle of Healing. Sure, that's fine. So I think I still have to consecrate here to clear the Sethic, right? But the problem if I consecrate is I'm not doing anything else compelling with my turn. I'm developing only an Underlight Angler, which seems so bad. But I just don't think I can leave that Sethic up. I can weapon the Sethic, but it just feels so bad when his health is this low. But I might have to. Let's see what this gets us. Oh my god, so much damage. Is this lethal? Oh my god, it's one off. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it.
The battle for justice.
This just puts him on a real tight clock, right? And I have this and this and this for damage. And he's got to answer these minions. The only thing is Apotheosis wrecks me, right? It's just Apotheosis owns me. Okay, that's not an Apotheosis yet. That's good. I mean, right now Apotheosis is only 5/7 healing. Would put him at 8. He'd still have to answer the board. It wouldn't inherently be enough right now on its own, I don't think. So putting him on these outs might be right. That plussing a might was nuts. Totally changed my game plan at the very last second. Does he have the Apotheosis? Can he clear the 7/7? Couple questions. If he does he leave enough minions on board that Avenging Wrath doesn't just own him? Couple questions there. Hope he doesn't have like an Amber Watcher for my deck or something. Bone Wraith. Okay, that doesn't matter. Light Ball doesn't matter. Woo! Let's go. Put him on the outs. It's like putting on the Ritz. Nice. Cool. It's shocking to me so far how much these consecrations have merely been used for damage. Let's keep one of these and dig for something faster to open. That's not it. Consecration could help against a Glowfly board, though. I do wish maybe we had one more set of 1-drops, I guess. That's a little bit of a concern. I can't coin a hero. Well, it's Quest Druid. How likely is he to want to hero power my 1/1? I don't think he does. I don't think he ever hero powers this because he's Quest Druid and he wants to save his mana. If he does, I think I count it a victory. I think we say we gave up the coin to stall out his quest to turn. So in either scenario, I think this is actually correct to set up the Hand of Adal one too. Never thought coin hero power would be something I'm doing, but I think it lines up. I think it makes sense. Yeah. Coin hero power OP. I love it. That is hilarious. Who would have expected that? That's funny. It's a good play. Let's not go that far. Don't deserve too much credit. All right, I love Steel Beetle. Such a cool card. I think that makes the Underlight Angling Rod a tad better. I was thinking Lightforged Zealots in hand that I didn't really want to commit this too soon. If I go Underlight Angling Rod on 3, I probably have either a Murloc or Bronze Explorer to fill in on 4. It does really restrict that turn 4, though. Maybe I can just trade and Explorer to keep that turn 4 true. Probably have to.
Good explorer comes
I can't really trust the Murloc, right? I don't know exactly where this guy's deck is gonna go. I don't know what his end game is. Is it just like quest value basically, or does he have something else going on? Looks like no crazy value. I'm gonna take the Evasive Burn for reactivity. I think we have enough card generation off of Crusader and Underlight Angling that I don't need the Big Ol' Whelp, and I certainly have 5 drops, so I don't think I need the Big Ol' Whelp there. So I'm just gonna take the reactivity because I think, you know, Oasis Surgers, maybe a hidden Oasis later with a buff or something. Oh, I can't buff this though. But anyway, you get the idea. There's stuff to hit basically, and I don't see any crazy like Malagos in the most recent quest read list I've seen. There's no crazy combo package or anything to worry about, so I think we can keep up and just play minions, etc. Now I don't know if this is exactly that list, but it looks like it. It's running Steel Beetle. He's got for turn 5 without the quest being done very little. He can Starfall, Oasis Surger, Anubis Hat Defender. Might just be like an Archspore Mishafin here or Steel Beetle Rising Winds, that sort of stuff. But thankfully he wasn't on coin this game. That really helps us a lot. Worthy Expedition could bail him out with something here. You know, I guess the Starfall wouldn't have been that terrible. He would have taken 7 damage off the board. He would have missed on quest again, but for 7 damage, that might be worth it. 1 mana? Oh, okay. Ooh, does this open up Consecration for us? It doesn't look like this deck, as we're seeing it, should have any sort of crazy wide board development, right? There is like Ysera Unleashed later, but there's no Glowfly Swarm or anything. There's like Rising Winds, but this is probably equivalent to that. Yeah, I think we do just Consecration this. Do I ever want to save this Consecration for a Libram of Justice later on the Ysera boards? I think that's a problem we solve later, right? For now, let's just keep going. Keep pressuring. We do have the heal 12 here to think about. So he goes back to 24 immediately, which kind of sucks. And he summons a 6/6, which I don't currently have a great answer to. We could Evasive Worm trade and hit for 7 again, back to 17. Starfall instead? Okay, that's fine. That's pretty weak, I'd say. So this feels like maybe... I don't think I want to commit into a Zealot too soon. I wish I had more reward on this Aldor Truthseeker. But it's kind of the best thing I can just play. If I commit into this Zealot, I do have 2 more weapons in hand. Also, he has to have healing or we just put him on lethal. Maybe this is the move. Hidden Oasis, Nourish are the biggest counters to this. I'm kind of an Anubisath defender, but we would have seen that just now, so we know there's no Anubisath. Yeah, I think actually we do go just to get through all these weapons. We have so many weapons.
I feel bad for you. For justice.
And again, it sets up lethal if there's no healing or taunt. Maybe like an Oasis Surger, but I feel like he might have Oasis Surgered that board instead and left up a 2-3. Probably not so scared that he'd leave up a 2-3. Oasis Surger, yeah, we don't quite have a lethal. This would not have set up the same push, right? Wouldn't have put him on the out. I mean, Hidden Oasis is what I'm expecting to see, which would be fine because I just run a 1-1 and the Evasive Worm in. We'd hit for 8 again. He'd be right back at 12. There's only 2 Hidden Oases in the deck that I can see. I mean, Steel Beetles, I guess, have a little bit of life gain. Actually, there's 2 Crystal Powers in this list, so that's a little bit of extra life gain, too.
Time waits for no one.
Yeah, we'd have hope on 7 if we played the Truthseeker, but would that really have done anything, right? Is the 8/8 Divine Shield actually better than just, you know, a board of wider minions? I mean, maybe, arguably. Oh god, nourishing at the end of the turn. I think that's just GP. Yep. He didn't have it. He must have been debating if something else was enough and decided it wasn't, and then just ripped the nourishing. Either that or he like stepped away for a minute or got frustrated. I don't know. That was weird. But hey. Again, it's shocking how face-oriented this deck is with all these weapons. Oh, good curve. Okay. Not necessarily the best curve against a totem opener, though. Because the Sun Gills take a while to interact, and by the time these come up, the totems may be too big. If this is indeed a totem opener. Just because these take a long time to get summoned, right? The Shotbot's better, but it might have trouble keeping up without a buff to accelerate it. Okay, that's not a totem. That's good. This is easier to deal with and check. And he overloaded a little bit too, so. Not gonna play this to like sneak it out. I'm just gonna stay on curve and stay true to this. If he wants to trade here, that's great. That's great. Feels more like some kind of Battlecry lackey thing instead right now, which seems fine. I don't know where this is gonna go right now. Maybe this is this in the Galakron list? The Sludge Slurper? I don't think so, right? Not that I noticed, but maybe.
Have you considered LIBRAM Paladin with impurities?
I haven't. The goal here today was to test, for better or for worse, the goal here today was to test.
Do not shoot.
Oh my god, this makes me want to go face, right? Yeah. The goal was to test Pure Paladin. It's showing up as a top 5 deck right now on HSReplay from Diamond to Legend since the patch. Which, it was insane to me that Pure Paladin is like in action, you know, kicking butt. So we wanted to play it, see how it feels. And so far, it really does feel pretty good. Perhaps in an angle I didn't expect, but nonetheless, feeling pretty solid. Man, Lightforged Zealot, though, is hard countered by this Galakron stuff every time. It always feels terrible. Hopefully he just doesn't have any, he just used it right, so maybe he doesn't have another invoke. That seems unlikely, but possible. This is bad against lackeys too, right? It's bad against Goblin lackeys on 1/1s, which are other lackeys. It's bad against Kobold lackey, so handful of problems here. And he hits the Frost, yep. Invocation of Frost is particularly good at Lightforged Zealot counters. Jeez, that's funny. It's especially good. Man, tough life there. All right, I like bronze into Libram. This is not by any means the Libram we're looking for, but it's the Libram we got. Take it. Play this first, of course. Might change our mind. Cobalt Spellkin is usually just a bunch of garbage secrets. I think I have to take the Skystalker here just for curve consideration, right? Twilight Drake's gonna be too small. Alright, we still have a pretty good board, but as we know, this deck can flip the board so insane with a weapon setup. Without weapon removal here, I don't know, man. Those evolves are so nuts. This invoke is not nearly so nasty. Actually, kind of weak for him, perhaps. I guess the value point's a little annoying for us, but not so bad. Mutate into a 4/5. Okay, that's a little better, sure. Do we ignore that or kill it? I guess we kill it because there's other evolves potentially that we don't want to deal with bigger things. I don't like killing it by any means here. Don't love it, but all right. So 9 on board, 7 to go, 7 to go. He might have the crab. Yeah, like I said, yeah, any evolve is bad. I don't like leaving minions on board. So crab or weapon or whatever, right? Any of it's bad. Oh, do I have to play Liadrin here just to develop minion? Hope not. I think I can probably get away with a Bronze Explorer. Definitely don't want a Libram yet. Do I have to kill this stupid mana worm? I hope not. I don't want to, but I need to clear minions, but I need to go face. I got some problems, man. I do have a Hand of a Doll in here as well. So it's currently, I think, 1 Libram of Wisdom and 1 Hand of a Doll. And a 4/6, of course. But I think we have to get more out of it. I do want to hit an on-curve play here. Twilight Drake enough? Doesn't feel like enough. Twin Tyrant's nuts next turn, but I'm just like giving up this turn. If I take that. But I mean, it is perfect for next turn. All right, we've got a plan. This is the plan. We're gonna trust that he's out of evolve cards, and that even if he has evolve cards at this stage, that they're not enough to react to this wide board, right? So like, you know, you trade this in, or whatever, you kill a couple minions, but I'm still left with 9 damage on board, and then your evolves have to hit either rush minions, taunt minions, or healing minions, which are all on the more unlikely side of things. And then even at that stage, I have the Twin Tyrant to help me better react to the board the next time around. So we're just kind of hoping. An Invocation of Frost would be like worst case scenario. Oh god, or that. If he hits, oh my god, if this guy hits the stupid big taunt double guy again, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's what we had last time that owned us. Oh my god, don't do it, bro. Oh my god, why do they always hit these giant taunt dudes? It's one off, right? Oh no, it is a lethal. Oh, I have Libram of Wisdom. Oh my god, it is a lethal. Unreal. Oh my god. Who cares about your Tintin, bro? Get wrecked. That was amazing. Another win. Oh my god. I love this deck.